A bowl with cow skin, the conca, tails, bread and onion, the sea, the sheriff nickname, shoes, scavo nickname, ficara nickname, barter, elopement, tights, first night, closed houses.
Lei si chiama? Buon tempo Filippo.
Your name is?
Bontempo Filippo,
Class?
1938.
How we used to play in your time?
When the cow lost its hair, we made a ball and played.
They prepare for us the conga, which is the ancient brazier, and around it once we all converse together in a family. You used to stay around the conga?
Yes, and we talked with some bread with oil and some wine.
There was the radio in those days.
What radio? We were the radio. The elders told us about the champions of France, the Count of Monte Cristo, and many others. Then the next day they resumed where they left off. It was in episodes. Once there were the champions of France, Fioravanti, Orlando, and they fought with swords and shields.
What did you eat when you used to be at work?
Bread and onion, there was no cheese, salami. Even if we breed pigs, we needed meat to buy pants, shoes.
How old were you the first time you went to the sea?
17 years old when I left as a soldier, and then I went at 60 years old.
What do you have inside there, an antique watch?
Wait, I will show you.
Oh no,
It doesn't want to come out. It's embarrassed. Are you sure you want to touch it?
Prima si vergognava. Ora devo ok, grazie.
Ora continuiamo a parlare perché ancora. Prego, lei invece
What is your name?
come si chiama? Bastiano. Parasiliti.
Bastiano Parasiliti of 1937.
What did you do in your life? I know they called you the sheriff. What's the reason?
Lo immagino. Perché la chiamano lo sceriffo? È arrivato fino alla terza media?
Promosso in quarta elementare, no?
Elementare?
After the third grade at 9 years old, I went to work in the forestry because we were in need. My father had returned from the war without an arm. One day they brought a bandit who had come out of prison to make him work in the forestry and to insert him again in the society.
Hey, bandit. And what did this bandit do?
I fucili, guarda rubare cristiano. Veniamo da lei.
In the 40s, there were bandits who stopped you and asked you for money or wheat, and if you didn't give to them, they used to beat you.
So I had this bandit for a collie. One day the warrant officer arrives and says, "Salutiamo a tutti." This is how his position was, and we said hello to everyone. Then he detached his leg and rested it on the other. "Congratulations," he tells us. "The pigs have escaped and entered in the garden center." I told him, "But what were they? The bandit had to be careful. They were under supervision."
Ma ci sei lei, non è vero?
Why didn't you think of it, warrant officer, to bring them back instead of telling us that we had nothing to do with it? Ah, smart, he told me.
I jeans, i pantaloni avevano jeans. La pistola avevo jeans, perché già avevano l'attestato, si vedeva.
I had jeans as a pair of trousers, a pistol on my waist, cartridges, a straw hat. I looked more like a warrant officer, I turned to my comrade, still nervous, and I told them, let's go and look for these pigs.
Mi fece fare 100 amici. E per studiare,
The warrant officer looked at me with his hand in his belt. When I distanced away a little, he said to the one next to him,
dice, no è. Mi sembra esce lo sceriffo la contea.
he seems to me like he's the sheriff of the county. And since then, I've been the sheriff.
Di quel giorno a me non mi conosce nessuno più. Com'è il mio cognome? Siciliano, lo sceriffo. Anche i neonati in chiesa mi chiamano lo sceriffo.
Come non parliamo così? Un sceriffo.
From that day, nobody knows me with my last name. Even the children call me the sheriff. They even know it out of town on Maniace.
I miei generi, i miei figli non mi chiamano più papà. Lo sceriffo.
My sons-in-law, my children no longer call me that, but the sheriff.
Lei invece come si chiama?
Lavoratore.
Nome signorino, cognome Liuz.
Your name is?
Signorino, the first name, which means young mister, and Leuzzo, the last name. I'm Signor Signorino.
Class?
1935.
Perché a quel tempo stavamo bene.
In those days, we were fine, not because of wealth, but because we were satisfied with what we had. As long as we had food for ourselves and for the animals, we sang and drank.
Ci sono le scarpe che si usavano.
Ah, queste sono le scarpe.
These are the shoes of the past, with cow skin. Then, when the war came and we found the tires, we made shoes.
These were put on during the day, and in the evening they became hard, and we put them to soak and then to dry.
Se non li buttiamo in, mettiamo da un recipiente. Se non li buttiamo in, le case si mangiavano perché
If we weren't careful, the dogs ate them because they smelled the cow.
Senta, qual era la sua ingiuria?
a Giulia.
My nickname was Scavo, which means dig, maybe because my family used to dig.
A Giulia, a nostra è ficara.
My ficara, perhaps because they were fig trees near my ancestor's house. I don't know.
Was there the batter at that time?
It was made with wheat. The teacher would come. Every family gave 24 kilos to be a teacher. At the end of the year, we brought it to him with mules to his village. The teacher was called Abadessa Francesco, and the nickname was Pollastro.
Si chiamava Badessa Francesco.
Abadessa Francesco.
A Giulia era Podassa.
Podascia.
Più bugiasso chiamavano.
Sentite velocemente perché...
Have you ever thought of immigrating to America?
No, I immigrated to the Piano of Catania, which is 30 kilometers from here, to harvest wheat. We were out for a month.
Let's talk about women. How did you meet your wife?
No, stavamo vicino alle case.
Stavate vicini.
You couldn't even talk at that time.
Who made the fuitina?
Chi l'ha fatta? A Fruitina. A Fruitina. Lei se ne fu io.
Tutte canne.
We all eloped. The first night of the wedding, they made us the serenade on the balcony. There was the accordion, the guitar. There were those who sang.
And then, come on, continue, tell me.
Che? E poi dico... E continuiamo, forza.
And we got up in the morning.
What do I care? I want to know how the wedding night was.
Come mostravo le note. Apriamo tutte le note, le schiette.
Are you blunt? Don't you know how it is?
Did you see tights in those days?
But what tights? They were none. They had the dress up to here.
Ma continuate facevano
Ci
scompigliare.
faceva rompertare,
Were there places where you saw women? Closed houses where you enter with a card?
They were far away, in Catania, in Enna, but sometimes we went. But then no, there was a closed house, 20 kilometers from here.
Vabbè. Sentite, allora io vi ringrazio. Che cos'altro dico?
Thank you. Let's take a nice picture together.
Hello everyone, I'm Giovanna Battaglia and I'm Sicilian, but I was born and lived several years in America, but the love for Sicily brought me back to this island. I am dedicating a good part of my life to the diffusion of the cultural, customs and habits of my population. I'm doing it together with my illustrious colleagues of the Cultural Department of Smashing Sicily. We support ourselves with the love of those who follow us. And I'm asking you to make a donation in order for us to continue to live and for you to continue to watch us. Go to www.smashingsicily.com on the support page or contact us. It's very simple. Thank you very much and hope to hear from you soon.